What's going on YouTube? You guys already seen the title of the video, how to cut a high taper fade. So we're just gonna get into it like this. You already know, first of all, grab that comb and comb the hair in the direction that the client brushes it or combs it. If you don't really just understand how they brush or comb their hair, just get in the brush and you know what I'm saying, they'll show you how to do it. So with further ado, let's lock in. And let's get it. Now this is how we're gonna start the haircut off. I'm gonna grab my 1.5 detachable blade and put them on my Octane detachable clippers. So you wanna really just go with the grain. You don't wanna dig in too much because you know what I'm saying, remember this is a waver. He's not trying to lose any waves. So what I'm doing, I'm actually saving as much waves as I possibly can, you know what I'm saying, so he can be satisfied with the cut. But let's fast forward this part until we get to the next part of the haircut. After cutting the client's hair to his desired length, grab the brush and start, you know what I'm saying, just brush his hair. Just give him a brush session so, you know what I'm saying, he can feel comfortable in the chair. You know what I'm saying, you letting him know that, you know what I'm saying, you know which way to cut his hair or, you know what I'm saying, brush his hair. So you just want to make sure all the hairs that you cut is, you know what I'm saying, just out the way because you want to start your canvas, you know, fresh. So guys, this is gonna be all detachable blades. Now I might use my other clips, you know what I'm saying, just to do detail work. But this haircut consider, you know what I'm saying, detachable blades only because, you know, I just wanna show you guys how to, you know, you can cut straight hair or coarse hair with detachable blades, but I just wanna show you guys how I do it. So the first thing I grab my 3/0 blade and I'm gonna make my first initial guideline as if, you know what I'm saying, I'm lining him up. Because I want that line to be straight as possible because, you know what I'm saying, I want my pattern to, you know what I'm saying, flow throughout the taper. And you know what I'm saying, after you do that, man, you just want to clean that little small area up and, just make sure everything is neat before you know, go to the next step. Because before you go to the next step, you want to make sure that first step is, you know what I'm saying, out the way. Okay, guys, now I grab my 08 blade, then I put on my Octane. I'm just actually going up 1 inch, man, because, you know what I'm saying, his vertical bar is so small, I don't want to, you know, just over-exaggerate it and make it, you know what I'm saying, shorter than what it is. But what I'm doing, I'm actually trying to save as much of that vertical bar as I possibly can before I can move on to the next step. Usually I'll put my 1.5 detachable blade on and go up another inch. But I just want to switch it up to make the blend even more soft because, you know what I'm saying, if you use the plastic guard and just use the 1.5 and open it up, the only thing I'm doing right now is just actually debuffing that area so I can come back with my 1.5 blade. Because my 1.5 blade, it wouldn't have cut it the way I wanted to as how I'm cutting it with the plastic 1.5 guard open. Now I'm gonna fall back with my 1.5 blade. Now I'm just actually cutting underneath the 1.5 plastic guard when I had it open. The only thing I'm doing right now is just doing a lot of feather work. And you know what I'm saying, with the 1.5 blade, I'm just really just using the corner as well. Remember, I am down fading, so after the 1.5, I grab my 1/8. Now this is where it started, you know what I'm saying, change up. You want to start using your corners more because, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to really just use the whole blade. Now it might seem like I'm using the whole blade, but if you really just look at it, I'm kind of like going side to side with the blade because I don't want to use the whole blade because I don't want to push that fade up. Now I come back with my 1 blade. Now I'm just actually just going up into that little 1/8 area where I kind of like missed the little areas at because, you know, whatever that 1/8 blade can't take off, I'm gonna fall down to the next blade. All right, guys, now I'm taking my 3-op. I'm just actually taking away that first initial guideline. You know, when I first started haircut and I put the first initial guideline in it with the 3-op, I'm just falling back to, you know what I'm saying, erase that line. Now this is where the detail fall in at. I grab my 0 plastic magnetic guard, put on my Andis Masters, and I'm just actually using the corners, you know what I'm saying? Right there where the dark area is at, I'm just actually, you know what I'm saying, taking that part out because there's always enough room for detail. No guard, just straight, you know what I'm saying, blade. Now this is where it started, you know what I'm saying, get tricky. This way you put more detail into your craft because, you know, you just actually freehanding everything. So remember to always use your corners and everything like that and brush as needed. Okay guys, now I cut his hair down to 1.5, remember. Now I had a plastic magnetic guard on. I kind of tested it at first and had it open, then I turn around and close them. Now I'm just blending everything so everything can tie up in place. All right guys, this side is the same exact way as the other side, so I'm just gonna speed this side up. But you know you're gonna punch your first initial guideline with your 3-op and then fall back with the OA. After the OA, I'm gonna grab that 1.5 plastic guard, open it up and go, you know what I'm saying, all the way up to the, like the carotid ridge area, and then fall back with the 1.5 guard, blade, I'm sorry. After the 1.5 blade, I'm gonna come back with the 1A blade. So right now I'm just actually down fade. So now I had a 1 blade on, just cleaning up underneath the 1A. And then there go the detail work right there. And after the detail work, I go back with my plastic guards and, you know what I'm saying, just do a little more detail work. And I brush it down and I make sure everything, you know what I'm saying, just pop in and tie in easily. There you go. And as far as the back, everything, you know what I'm saying, that you did on the side is no different from doing it from the back. So no diddy. All right, guys, now we're gonna prep up for the edge up. The only thing I'm doing right now is just using the comb to comb down the edges so, you know, I can fall back with the next step. But I always remember to, you know, just make sure everything is legit before you presumably go to the next step. Now I have my masters with my 1 guard on. So my 1 guard is closed, you know what I'm saying? Because I just want to just actually just cut down the tips of his edge up so I can fall back, you know what I'm saying, with the next following step. So it won't really be so hard. So after I cut his hair down with the one to go and close, I'm gonna fall back with the Tresemme and lock in, you know what I'm saying, his hair so his edge ups can pop as I, you know what I'm saying, edge him up. So remember to always just take your time, man. That's all it is. Alright guys, this is the final results of the haircut. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. But with further ado, this is the cut. And to all my new subscribers, man, hey, I really appreciate the support that you guys are giving. But with further ado, may God bless. Peace.